Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to see. Oh, here it is. A black high school senior is breathing a sigh of relief after filing a federal lawsuit against his school district in order to walk across the graduation stage this Friday because he was told by his high school principal his locks were too long and he needed to cut them. A judge has granted motion permitting Travion Gray, who's 18, to march across the graduation stage after the high school senior was told by his principal he would not be able to graduate because of the length of his locks. In a lawsuit filed by Gray last month, Moore says the suit calls the hair policy discriminatory on the basis of gender and how it is being enforced. The suit also claims the hair policy violates Gray's First Amendment rights, citing his hairstyle as a form of expression. At a hearing on May 4th, Gray and Moore had a hearing on the case seeking immediate relief from the school district sanctions. The hearing is essentially seeking a temporary restraining order and asking the court order the school district to put him back in class instruction and enjoin them from making him cut his locks. Moore said. A day after the May 4th hearing, the judge granted his motion for the temporary restraining order allowing Gray back on campus after he was barred from school property and events because his hair violated school policy. Everybody was loving me. They were happy to see me and stuff. They were like, oh my gosh, you're back. They were happy to see me, so I felt real good. Gray said after returning to high school campus on May 6th, despite the motion granted by the judge, Gray and Williams' joy was short-lived because the school district appealed the judge's decision, meaning the chances of the 18-year-old marching across the graduation stage could slip away. He was able to go back to school on Thursday, and so by Friday, the school had filed an appeal in regards to the TRO, so now we're having to wait on that decision to see if the judge is going to continue to uphold or to see what happens, Williams said. With luck on his side, on May 10th, the judge denied the school district's appeal. Gray is expected to graduate on May 20th from Needville High School in Needville, Texas, about 40 miles south of Houston. Gray is a self-described good student, making mostly B's and only struggling with math on occasion. His senior year was going smoothly until early April, when he says he was approached by his principal citing the district's hair policy. Needville Independent School District's hair policy says boys' hair shall not cover any part of the ears, beyond the eyebrows or over the top of a standard collar in the back when combed down. Gray says he started growing his dreadlocks during his sophomore year. At first, when I started growing them, they were small, but as the policy says, once it touches your ears or go below your ears, they'll tell you to cut it, Gray said. Bronna Williams, Gray's mother, says she feels her son is being targeted, and because he is black, I can't say I brought it to them in regards to it being a racial issue simply because they are already aware that it is. Referring to Needville High School officials, in addition to not being able to graduate with his classmates, Gray was sent to alternative school and banned from attending extracurricular activities because his hair length extended beyond his ears violates the district's hair policy. Gray said school officials were not policing white male students as strictly as he was targeted, and the family's hired attorney Melissa Moore agreed. If you just take a gander at Needville's social media, there are loads and loads of pictures of Caucasian male students who are in violation of their hair policy. Moore said Atlanta Black Star sought comment from the Needville Independent School District on the hair policy in a response to claims white students are getting preferential treatment with the policy's enforcement. The district has not responded to our request before this report was filed. Moore said Texas did not have a law on the books outlawing hair discrimination, unlike other states, including California and New Jersey, which have passed laws banning hair discrimination under their versions of the Crown Act. At the federal level, the Crown Act passed the House of Representatives, but has not progressed in the Senate. In the black community, growing that hair is a symbol of pride and its connection to your roots and where you come from, Williams said of the importance of hair within black culture. It represents my culture. This is how I am. This is how I express myself. And this is the facts. To me, it's like this. I never believed in that hair policy. Like this one coach came into Texas Southern when I left, talking about you need to cut your hair and you need to look. Cutting your hair does not signify shit. Okay? I wish the old black people and the old fidgety people, these white boys, everybody understand if a man has dreadlocks does not mean he's a thug. There are plenty of men with dreadlocks. Larry Fitzgerald is one. Edrin James was one. He had his dreads done neat. But yet, when it comes to the brother man, we can't have dreads or we scare people away. Now, if they were enforcing this to white people, if white kids, they were like, look, you can't graduate. If they did that to the pink folk, I'll be like, cool. Then you got to cut your dreads down some. But when you're letting the Caucasians walk around with their hair down to their back, which a lot of these schools do, but then you want to go to the brother man because he got dreads, then that's when you get called for your BS. And I'm glad the judge did this by the law. But yet, they're not promoting this story. Why aren't they talking about this story, huh? Why aren't they talking about this story, huh? Oh, I know why. Because the district lost. And they don't want more brothers and sisters to see this and keep fighting. See, you got to understand, they put stuff out there, to try to say, oh, well, we don't want them to get any ideas. And they don't. It's like I told Chris C and everything. Nothing, Chris C, nothing against his pops. His pops was an immigrant. And he basically had to work for everything he got. And I told Chris that that's true. That I respect that. But what also immigrants have to understand, they are not black Americans. They are not discriminated against like us. They are allowed not to have to pay a high tax rate that we do. They're not put an interest on if they get a loan or anything. They come into this country with a higher credit score. So they're able to get all type of things, start businesses. That's what the immigrants have been doing for decades and millennia. So all I'm saying is, as a black man, they always attack us about our hair or anything to try to diminish us. This young brother, this man here, went out there and did his thing. Like, he got his grades up. He did what he was supposed to do. And they were trying to discriminate and ban him for it. Then they appealed the decision, and I'm glad the judge denied the appeal because it's deniable. What are you going to look? Let the kid graduate. Hair doesn't do anything. Hair doesn't mean nothing. Do you know why they want you to cut your hair, especially some of these coon ass black dudes too? Because it signifies strength. It signifies power. You ever notice how Cam Newton has his hair out, right? But yet they look at him as a thug. They look at him as a heinous. But Cam don't got tats. He don't believe in tattoos like I don't. I don't wear tats. But when Tom Brady had his long ass hair or Cole Beasley got it, oh, it's all right for the white guy because you know why? They're safe. You know, the white guy's safe. The white guy's safe. It's okay for him to do whatever he wants. But congratulations to the young man. You know, I'm glad, you know, he was able to win that case because to me it was bull crap. And I'm glad he won it. So let this teach you a lesson. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights. Okay? So thank you for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive the upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, man, y'all can donate to the page by going to my Cash App, you know, and hitting that link. You know, that link will take you hold on. Yeah, that link will take you to my Cash App where you can donate whatever your heart desire. You know. So, you know. You know, make sure, man, that you guys do that. Also, the super chat works. You guys can do the super chat. You guys can also do the super things. That works. So thank you guys, man, for your love and blessings. And we will be going live tonight for the game. I'm probably going to drop some more videos before then. But thank you guys for listening, man, and we out. Deezy.